You're such an asshole!
Hey everybody, it's another video for assholeconsulting.com, where if you have questions, I have answers at assholeconsulting.com, where we specialize in truth, because your guidance counselors, teachers, professors, and politicians, and your friends on Facebook, and your parents never lie to you. Your parents always tell you the harsh truth. You can do anything, dear. You can do whatever you want. No, you can't. No, you really can't. That's why people hire me and pay me. A young man writes, "Hi Aaron, thank you for your YouTube videos. I've been watching them for 2.5 years now, and this is the first time I have contacted you. It's a shame that they weren't around when I was 17 years old. I'd like your take on my situation. Summary, a few weeks ago I was accepted to the London Business School's Masters in Finance full-time starting August of 2017. I've done the math and it doesn't make sense for me to pay for the degree and forego the salary. I'd like your take on the London Business School Masters in Finance, the UK, Europe, finance job market, and work visas in Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. I know your expertise is more in the United States market. Of note, I'm a EU national, so I have no restrictions on work in the Brexit-era UK for now, or for that matter, in the EU. And they provide some links to this. So, oh, there's a little bit more. Hang on. Let me know if you need more information to be more specific on the request. Best regards, we'll keep you honest. All right, here's the deal. If you've already done, this is what kind of concerns me. If you've already done the math, and it doesn't make sense for you to forego the salary, then that answers it. That, to me, that's kind of like, well, okay, there's your answer. If it's not worth the money. And you may have this intellectual desire or this personal self-improvement desire to go on and get a master's degree. And the London Business School, I looked it up. I had to research multiple sources. It's like the number one. It's pretty established that this is the fucking school you go to. This is the number one business school. This is Europe's Harvard or Wharton or Chicago, for those of you that need some kind of reference. Whereas I can understand you have an intellectual interest, but financially, economically speaking, if it's not worth the money, you're already making a lot of money, fine, cool. Now, all that being said, whereas I think all MBAs are bullshit, I think finance is bullshit, I think it's all bullshit, there is the people that I call who have it. I've mentioned these people before. You're one of them, it seems. There are people that have it. These are the types of people that can go into a corporate office and not want to murder all their bosses. They're the ones that got that smile, they got the charm, they got the charisma. I had this one guy, a tenant, he worked at Cargill. He had what was it. He was this good-looking kid. He was smart. He was personable. He had executive written all over him. And there's this, I personally can't nail it down to traits because then I could emulate them. But there's these things where it's like, that's your future CEO. That's your future CFO. This guy has executive material, or gal, written all over him or her. And you seem to be one of those people that have it because you got accepted. You're already making a ton of money. So I was like, well, it's really not worth it. So what I would take is a more long-term look at this, because whereas I loathe most business schools and loathe most business degrees, for people who have it, this can easily double, triple, treble your income in the world for people who have it. Because you're in the realm where you could become the CEO of a corporation. You could become the chief financial officer. You could become head of the quant department at Lloyd's of London or whatever like that. And London is the financial center of Europe. It's not the dumbest idea. And if you have your employer paying for it, I wouldn't. It's not that bad. The real issue you have to ask yourself, and I know we want to keep this general to the London Business School for people who are generally interested in attending it, but for your specific situation, if you had nothing else going on and you could afford the tuition and it's not really going to, impair your finances, this is you could piss away your money on a lot of worse things like a fancy car or a trophy wife, or you could buy property in London and have all the socialists take it. There's a lot worse things you could do, and since this is the Harvard of your business school, there's a fair amount of prestige that comes with that. Like, oh, London Business School, yeah, over here, not me. You didn't know. He is. Yeah. He's like better than us. So it's actually quite true. You're like, whoa, hey, I'm sorry, Your Eminence. So it would really depend on your particular, specific, personal situation. Like I said, if you have somebody paying for it, cool. What's the tuition on this shit? I don't want the employment report. What's the bill? What's the price tag? It's so sad. These schools have such schmaltzy websites. Apply now. They never list the price tag, do they? They never list the price tag. They don't. Anyway, if you're getting someone else to pay for it, and this could help you out down the road. Don't just think now, think down the road. Might this help you? It might open a couple doors. It might be worth your 2 years or your 3 years, depending on how long you want to do it in the tuition. So anyway, I would. That's the one school, it's kind of like the U of Chicago or Wharton. Like, yeah, business schools do suck. 95% of them are pointless, worthless pieces of shit, except for the 5% of them like Wharton, Harvard, and the London Business School. So I'm not against it, but it would really boil down to your own particular personal situation. But in general, this would be one of the few good business schools to attend. Anyway, best of luck to all of you. Toodles.